What's going on, guys? I'm Tavoy Feagin, class 2024, and welcome to Sports Muse.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Sports Muse podcast. And it's been crazy, man, with the holidays. My son got sick, then I got sick, and it's been madness around here. But I came back with a big time guest, man. It is the Seatbelt himself, Tavoy Feagin. Tavoy, how you doing, man?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well, man. I can't complain. I appreciate you taking the time. I'm excited to sit down and talk with you. And let's start here. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
I'm class 2024. I have 21 offers, high Division I offers, and really, I just enjoy the game of football.
You do anything for fun?
Workout. That's all my fun workout.
A man down in business. I like it. So let me start here because not only do I love as a DB, I love the nickname Seatbelt. But I even love that you had a little bit of a seatbelt dance there for you. I respect it. I respect it. How'd you get the nickname Seatbelt?
Really, I just started doing it during 7-on-7. I started watching J.C. Horn do it when he was at South Carolina. I was like, oh, I like that right there. So when I started using it, everybody was like, oh, yeah, seatbelt game. And then we started like making a little community and stuff.
I like it, man. That's fun. No, and it's one of those things where playing DB is such a weird, different position than most positions in football because like you really are out on an island by yourself. You're isolated. And if you play one play bad, you look like, the worst player in the world, right? Like it's really like, if an inside linebacker misses a tackle, there's so much congestion where it's kind of hard to see. But if you make one mistake, you are out there by yourself, and
like the world ending.
No, it really is. And it's one of those things where we know by watching football that defense is harder to play than ever. So playing corner, man, it's definitely a hard position, but I like the swag. I'm a fan I think you have to have this air of like confidence, arrogance, whatever you want to call it. I don't care, man. I preach it to my guys as far as coaching. It's like, I want you to have that energy out there and just think that you're the best guy. Know you're the best guy. Boy. And I think you bring that, man. You bring a lot of technique. I'll tell you this. So obviously you can lock somebody down and that's evident. But some of the things I think you do that fly under the radar that I personally like, if you're watching your film is I think you're actually a really solid tackler. You're not the biggest corner in the world. But I think you're somebody who you don't shy away from contact. You look at somebody like a Deion Sanders, who's probably the greatest corner of all time. That dude did not want to tackle a soul.
No,
but hey, work for him. But you're somebody, you'll go out there, man. You tackle, you have good form. I think you play good complementary defense because a lot of times you see superstar players and they play, I don't know, almost like superhero ball, right? And they kind of forget about their position on the defense. But I think you play within the confines of the defense. And I see you play corner in a bunch of different ways, which is important because like in high school ball, you can get away with cheating a little bit where like the coach can play you in a specific area so you don't show a weakness. But from what I've seen on your film is I've seen you play press man. I've seen you play off man. I've seen you play, like a cover three. I've seen you, getting a slow back pedal before the snap even comes. Like I've seen you play a whole lot of different things. I think I've seen you match routes. So like you check all the boxes that like you want to see from a corner and you're still a pup, man. Like, you know what I mean? The best is yet to come. And that's the greatest thing is when you see a guy like you is like, you're just scratching the surface. So no, man, I really, really like your game. That's why I was so excited to get you on the show.
Thank you.
So let me ask you this, because I'm always curious, what is it you think you do best?
Really, I'm very physical. I like to put my hands on you. Like if I put my hands on, I know you can't do anything.
I like that, man. And like I said, I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if you're familiar with Mike Hilton. He used to be for the Steelers, nickelback. Now he's with Cincinnati. He just picked six Big Ben. Me being a Steelers fan, that sucks. But no, like I feel like you kind of have that same kind of like chip on your shoulder. He's not a huge guy, but he likes to be physical, man. Like he gets downhill in the run game. He likes to lock up a receiver and be physical with them. So I see a lot of that kind of in your game. Who are some of the guys you like to study?
I like to study Jalen Ramsey. That's like my biggest idol right now. That's why I compare my game to a lot because he's very physical too. And because we know as DBs, wide receivers don't like to get touched. So if you put our hands on it, it's over with.
Oh, no, and I appreciate that, man. As a guy, like, I would say when I played wide receiver is my primary position. And I always tell my guys, man, like, when you're trying to teach getting out of breaks and stuff like that, I'm like, man, we want to stay clean. We're out here on the outside because we ain't physical playing there.
No.
I was like, you're trying to stay clean. You're trying to keep hands off you. And as a DB, man, disrupting that kind of stuff, yeah, that's big time. Um, this is kind of a weird one because I'm always curious, and this is kind of more like a coach's philosophy. But I'm kind of curious what you see is you're a highly ranked individual. Do you feel like teams attack you to see if you're the real deal, or do you feel like they avoid you because they're like, we'll just mess with the other corner?
I don't let that happen. Whatever, like whoever, like every team we play, they have their like a good receiver. I want to guard them every time.
I like it,
Every
man.
time. It's like this season, I haven't allowed one of the best players to catch the ball on me.
I like it, man. Coming out there, like I said, man, that chip on your shoulder. Um, with you saying you have 21 high Division 1 offers, you're not lying, man. We just saw South Carolina the other day reached out to you. You have Bama, you have Michigan, you have the who's who of Division 1 football. Has there been an offer that you've received so far that's been like, man, like this is big time?
It was really Alabama, honestly. But I know I have a lot of more options to go because I'm so young. But like really, Alabama hit me like I was like, man, Alabama. Oh, like that's
Yeah,
big right here.
they're just like I said, like I mean, I'm sure like Miami was kind of like that. You being a Florida guy, I'm sure like that one's a big one for you because I'm sure you grew up watching the U and
Yes, sir.
Florida State. Like it's big time, bro. Like so that stuff's got to be like such a cool feeling of like you put in the work and now kind of the dreams are coming true. I had another Florida corner who's highly ranked in that 2024 class, Desmond Ricks on last year. And another big one. I think he said Bama was his big one where like it was just kind of like, I mean, that's DBU. You look what Patrick Surtain's doing in the NFL right now, and it's silly as a rookie.
Yes,
So
sir.
like that's a big one, man. So that's pretty cool. You're young. We've discussed that. You have a plan of going into like recruitment of when you plan to drop a top school list, or do you have a time that you kind of hope to commit?
Recently, I really been talking to my parents about that. During junior year, I'll be dropping like my top 5, top 10 type list. And then hopefully during the junior summer, I'll hopefully have like a top 5. And then hopefully go off from there, see where I'll go.
I like that, man, because you're going to get even more offers. You'll have 40 plus by the time it's all said and done. So yeah, I mean, you don't want to kind of narrow the options too much because like we're seeing with Oklahoma right now with Lincoln Riley leaving. I've seen like a lot of my guys from out in Cali, like Malachi Nelson, Makai Lemon, they're decommitting, bouncing. So
Yeah.
you don't want to be that guy.
Yes,
So you have plenty of time to make those choices. So that's great. Now, this is always an interesting one is are you liking the recruiting process? Because some people like love it because it's pretty cool, it's different, and then some people dread it, man. They like I've heard some people that be like, I committed immediately because I was tired of people bothering me. How do you feel?
I love it right now. I love all the attention coming towards me right now. But I'm just taking my time because, like I said, I'm kind of young right now. So I know most coaches can't really talk to me. So I know I'm not gonna really commit right now because I can't really talk to the coaches right now.
And that's big time right now. I actually just saw before we got on, I was on Instagram and I saw, I think it was 24/7's Instagram post something where it's like, do you commit to the program or the coach? And I was like, that's kind of an interesting question. Is like, do you go with like the history of a program, like a Notre Dame or the U or something like that? Or do you follow a coach like a Lincoln Riley if you're a quarterback, or, a Nick Saban if he would ever leave Bama? So, I mean, that's a pretty interesting one, but that's good, man, just to kind of keep the process going. Thank God, COVID's starting to kind of get out of here, so you can,
Yeah, just
potentially
a
take
little
some
bit.
visits. Yeah, like I couldn't imagine, man, those kids that were seniors when that was happening couldn't take visits. I mean, that has to be, you're basically committing to a program blindfolded. So
Yeah,
it's definitely a tough situation. Before we get to rapid fire questions, do you have any advice for a young athlete? I mean, you're elite, like you said. I mean, you have the big time offers. A lot of kids would kill to be in your position. What would you tell them? Some of the things that got you to where you are.
really had a lot of people hit me up lately about asking me about it and stuff. All I tell them is to work hard, because that's usually what I just do, work hard, and then everything's gonna come towards you. Just all you gotta do is just work hard and stay humble.
I like it, man, because no one's ever complained that they work too hard. Like no one's like, man, I wish I didn't work so hard. So
Yeah.
yeah, nothing bad's gonna happen from working hard. So I dig that. Let's get to some fun questions, kind of get to know you a little bit more as a person. What is your favorite movie?
Creed.
Ooh, okay, that's a fun one. I like me some Michael B. Jordan. Favorite food?
Ponzone chicken.
Oh, okay, okay. 3 best DBs of all time.
Deion Sanders, Jalen Ramsey, and Charles Woodson.
Charles Woodson's a bad dude, man. Charles Woodson's a bad dude. I like that. You could also go Rod Woodson. You can go Darrell
Yeah.
Revis. I mean, there's some bad
I
dudes
just
right
had
there.
that. There was a lot out there.
That's a tough one, man. If you could be any animal, what animal would you be?
Part of cheetah.
That's a great one, man, especially for a corner chasing down
Run
those
away from
fast
everybody.
receivers. If you could have any superpower, what superpower would you have?
Fly. I want to fly.
That's a great one.
Superman. I just be watching Superman too much, so that's probably why.
No, I like it, man. Who doesn't want to fly? Hate traffic. Do you have any hidden talents?
A hidden talent. Some people ain't know I could probably cook a little bit. I can cook a little bit.
Okay. What's the best thing you can cook? Like, what do you like to cook?
I like, this is regular just chicken. Any type of chicken I can do.
I get down some chicken. I'm with it, man. Favorite sport that isn't football?
Basketball.
Ooh, who's your team?
NBA or NBA? Lakers. I go wherever LeBron go. Wherever LeBron go, I go.
I'm not a LeBron guy. I'm a Kobe guy. So like when LeBron came in, Kobe was my dude. So like just by liking Kobe, I just never was a LeBron guy. But I mean, he is the king. I give it to him. He's number 2 all time. Can't put him in front of MJ, but he is a dog. Instagram or Twitter?
Instagram.
Okay. PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
All right. More and more people keep saying PlayStation, man. I feel like the tide's turning. It used to be
I
Xbox.
do Xbox. It's just the controls kind of big for my hands. I don't really like that.
No, I feel you on that. Favorite hip hop artist?
NBA Youngboy.
Okay. Get that one a lot. Recommend me a TV show.
Ooh. 911.
Okay. Who is somebody I should have on the show?
Zachara Lewis.
Okay. All right. I had to go reach out. And last one, man. It's a tough one. Celebrity crush.
Ooh. Probably Beyonce.
That's a classic one, man. I always get like Beyonce, Zendaya, Rihanna.
Beyonce never get old, so
No, it's like, dude, she's been the same since like Destiny's Child. It's crazy. Hey, man, I appreciate you taking the time. You're a pretty chill dude. And those are the kind of guys where, everything's going your way. But we know that life can be fickle. So like you always root with the guys with like the outstanding character. Those guys that are, humble, driven, but will give back. I've talked to some guys, and most guys I have on the show, 95% of the guys I have on the show are just, fantastic dudes. But you always have some guys that are kind of big time you and whatnot. That's never been the case with you. So you're definitely a guy that you have to root for. And the way you're driven and the way you're wired, I think makes any coach happy. And I think that's part of the reason, man, that you're so highly recruited, because that pops in film. You're not a dude who just skates on skill. You're a guy who wants to get better, and your best right now is not good enough because you want to be better tomorrow. So, I appreciate you. I'm rooting for you, man. I'd love to have you back on the show in the future. Maybe when you're dropping that top school list. I always stay in touch with my guys, always reach out to them, talk to them. So, I hope to keep that relationship with you. And again, man, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Hey, go follow my guy on Instagram and Twitter. Show him some love. I mean, he's big time, guys. If you're a young guy, watch his technique. Just go follow him. Jump on the bandwagon now, guys. It's not too late. If you guys like the episode, click like and subscribe. Please support the show. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time.